Back on the SportsMax zone, any success takes 3 to 5 years. The words of Kristen McGregor, the 25-year-old Jamaican who recently won the Miss Olympia amateur bodybuilding title in the women's figure category at an event held in Orlando, Florida. She was competing for the first time since finishing 8th at the IFBB World Professional Championships in Tarragona, Spain in November of last year. McGregor is a former track and field athlete who switched to rugby in 2016, but shortly after fell in love with bodybuilding. We are pleased to welcome her to the SportsMax zone. Kristen, great to have you on the SportsMax zone. And let me start by congratulating you on your success in Florida in the past week. Are you there?
Thank you for having me. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, well, first of all, I remember your response to your top 8 finish in Spain just about 13 months ago when you were proud and grateful to make the top 8. What has happened in that period that you have moved from being proud to be in the top 8 to clinching the gold medal in a major event?
Well, a lot has happened. Period. I was from competition still. All were cancelled, and only one that I had going after was amateur.
I'm not sure the audio isn't as good as we would like it to be, Kristen. Can you speak more directly into the phone? Maybe that is part of the problem. And before we continue on, into just a little bit about your background, because I'm interested to hear about your track and field days when you were a sprinter up at UTEC. Shelly Ann and company would have been athletes you were training with?
Yes, they would have been.
Yeah. Did they intimidate you, and did that contribute to your shifting sport?
No, there was no intimidation. I just looked at the logics of it all, and I realized that where I was and where I needed to be, I basically was playing catch up, and I wasn't getting any younger.
Yes.
So I made an honest decision to myself, and I decided to try other sports. And that is how I ended up trying rugby when Shireen Richards, who was the manager at that time,
yes,
introduced me to Jerry Beswick, who took me up and helped me to train for the tournament in Miami before I had switched to bodybuilding.
Yeah. Okay, you're a former CSC Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship gold medal winner. Now, was there a point when you had just come into the sport that your focus was more on the fitness aspect of it as opposed to the bodybuilding aspect?
Well, in all honesty, I only came into the one show, and that show was the Nationals in 2017 when Miss Audrey Hallwood had introduced me to it.
Yes.
After doing that Nationals, then it was just strictly bodybuilding after that.
Yeah, your dad is Lockett McGregor, isn't he? The famous tennis coach in Jamaica.
All right.
How much has he influenced your interest in such a physical endeavor?
Well, he has great influence on my journey in fitness from college, picking sports management as my course of study.
Yes.
Coming into sports overall. He does not know that or believe that, but he had a great interest because I thought that being a sports manager, I could help him to bring his tennis game or level of business to a higher standard, and also to be more flexible in sports because I saw sports as being flexible.
Yeah. Kristen, 2020 has been a tough year for everyone, and most sports were pretty dormant during the year. What was your training like during 2020? And can you take us through the difficulties and the obstacles that you faced in 2020?
Sure. So we started out after Tarragona in Spain. We started training after Christmas, and we had a few shows set out, which was Barbados, Trinidad, and another show, I don't remember it. However, those were supposed to be May, June, and July, which, COVID came in March. So we had a setback where that was concerned. We also had a setback where the gyms were closed So not only that the shows were pushed back, but also the gyms were closed. So I was basically at home doing a lot of home training with the resistance bands and gallon muscles and stuff like that to just to keep my body in function so that my muscles don't get relaxed and lazy. However, gym reopened in June and I started training back. However, it was a bit difficult given the fact that I had to train in the mat. And I'm also asthmatic, so the breathing became a problem for me and the chest pains and stuff started to come.
Yes.
However, we worked it out where I could come in the days where not a lot of persons were there, so I could train without the mask. And by that, it helped me to be able to continue my training. Where dieting was concerned, it was a little bit rough because, you know, the income has depleted and I'm a personal trainer, so not a lot of persons were coming out to train, and by that, my income got depleted, and we had to find other ways in which we would go about getting my nutrition, where we had reached out to several meat entities, like we had gone to Rainforest, which Rainforest had given me a great discount on any meat kind that I would need for my diet. We had reached out to others, and they have also helped me too. When it came closer to the competition, given the fact that Barbados had cancelled now, given the fact that Trinidad had cancelled, and the other show that I was prepared for, all of them were cancelled, and only CAC was left. Yes. I had to make a decision. Is it that I'm going to stop training now because this is almost a year long, or is it that I'm going to finish the year and compete in the Amateur Olympia, which will have been the only show for me to enter because I can't enter CAC anymore. So we came to a decision and we all focused on the Amateur Olympia, and that is how I ended up there, where JOA gave a hand and JN Fund Managers also gave a hand, and I give them thanks for that because it made my journey a reality. Yeah.
All right, just to close off then, having ended the 2020 season on a high with your Miss Olympia title in Florida, can you quickly just say what your 2021 aspirations are?
My 2021 aspiration is to make my first pro debut. And after that, I wish to qualify for the Pro Olympia in December.
Okay. Well, Kristen, congratulations once again on your success, and we wish you all the best for 2021 and enjoy your holidays as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we go to break. Back with more on The Zone after this.